Hello. I'm really feeling good today. I really am. My last video, which was about do you believe Earth is either flat or round, and I got my most views ever. And I'm happy. And I'm guessing it's because the way I hashtagged, flat Earth and round Earth. I think I did another one and I can't remember. And then I think I shared it on my Twitter. I can't remember if I did or not, but it took off really quick. And before I started this video, it was already at 36 views. I know it's not a lot, but as you look back on my channel, you'll see, well, it's kind of mixed. Usually with between 3 to 5 days, one to 2 days, I'll get up to maybe 5 views. 5 to 10 days after that, it goes up to maybe 10. And then over time, it slowly goes up like 1 or 2 more views per whenever. My views haven't been that high, so I am excited. Although I am not monetized at this time, but I have to build my hours watch time back up, which that video helps me quite a bit. And once I build my watched hours up, I can reapply in September. When they demonetized me, they said I can reapply in a month. And this was back early June. This is end of July. That's not a month. Just saying. I don't get it. I'm thinking of maybe reaching out to them. I don't know. Yeah, I'm very excited. I will say that there were some funny comments on there. And it's my most comments too, I might add. There were some funny comments on there. There were some pretty stern comments, which they didn't bother me. But I was like, oh, that could bother some people of what you said. You don't have to read through to know what I mean. But there was this one that kind of was harsh to me. And I take things personally sometimes. I try not to since my awakening. But there was this comment where it says, do yourself a favor and educate yourself more. And I was like, what? What? And in the video, I even said, I'm 50% sure that Earth is flat. But that still means I'm 50% sure it's round too. So when they said that, I was like, okay. I mean, at first it felt like a slap in the face. But after I thought about it, I'm like, oh, well, it's just the way they are. It's how they word things. Whether they meant it as a mean comment or not, I don't know. And it doesn't bother me. And if I let things like that bother me on the daily, I would be so miserable. Before my awakening, I would let what people said about me behind my back or even to my face, I let it bother me for days and even years. I would look back and reflect thinking, I can't believe they said that about me. And now I'm like, that's their opinion, not mine. I don't care. So I haven't had a visit yet. If I have, I don't remember. I will say my workplace is haunted. The other place I worked at before I got promoted was haunted. But this one, it seems like they're trying to get my attention. And I say that because today I was working at my desk. And right behind me, I heard like things clunking on the counter, like somebody putting a cup down or some kind of hard equipment. And I kept turning and there was nobody there. And I'm like, that's just crazy. So I stopped working and turned around and really focused on it. And things were moving. I'm like, okay. Then I've been to the bathroom twice, the women's room. Twice I heard what sounded like somebody peeing in a stall. And I remember sitting up thinking nobody else is in here because I looked. When you walk in, there's a mirror, and we walk up to the mirror to see if there's feet. in the stalls. If there's feet, then they're all taken. If there's one with no feet, it's empty. So out of habit, I looked and I'm thinking, there's nobody in here. Why do I hear peeing? And also a faucet turned on, and they're motion detected, and one time a faucet came on. So yeah, that's my workplace. Still on my smoothie. I've lost 8 or 9 pounds, and I don't even know how long I've been on it. Maybe a week, maybe almost 2 weeks. I think it's been almost 2 weeks, and I've lost that much, and I'm like, whoa. But I am pretty sure a lot of it is water weight. That's hard to say. I don't know why. Frozen blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, I think, protein, and coconut milk. She was trying to get all up in my lap and stuff. I just got home, made my smoothie immediately, and went to sit down, and she was like all over me. And then she's got really bad allergies, so every now and then she'll blow out her nose really sharply and snot goes flying, which made me kind of nauseous because that's my weakness. And then all of a sudden she just stopped. Maybe she's learning. When I pull my tripod and all that out, she knows what's going to happen. So I heard there's more whistleblowers coming out. I think they are being interviewed, I think, today. I did see maybe a 3-minute one, a clip. I don't know if it's the same one that's supposed to happen that I missed or not. I'm sure it's recorded somewhere. Probably on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube. I feel like I see more and more with my third eye. I actually seen a white-haired woman, or it looked like a woman, today. I was kind of going off in La La Land, and I had this image of her standing behind me somewhere. Behind me is all windows, and I just seen her with the windows behind her, and so she was between me and the windows, and it was like she was reaching for something. Maybe she was even touching my shoulder. I don't know. She's very hard to describe. She had a bigger head on top, like up here, it was bigger, and then it came down smaller, and it was like maybe her cheeks caved in a little bit, and it looked like her whole eye was white, and if it wasn't, it was a very light blue. I did not notice a pupil, which is different. Long, slicked back, white hair that was bored straight, very straight, pretty. And she was all dressed in what looked like silver and white, and maybe a very light cream. And it was kind of like robish. It was layers of whatever she was wearing. It was like 3 layers of clothes is what it looked like. And in my opinion, she needed them in that building because it's always cold. It's freezing. I had to take 3 allergy pills on my work day because if I don't, I snot. My nose gets so runny, and sometimes the pills don't even help. And I'm like, come on. Something's got to give. So I'm constantly going to the bathroom taking care of that issue. I also will sit, this is going to sound odd, I sit on the toilet in our women's restroom and stare up at the ceiling, and I do that because I see orbs all the time. A lot of them. Just up at the ceiling, just going by. And I think they have got where they will see me, see them, and they'll stop. And then they'll go back and forth like they're maybe testing me to see if I'm watching. And then they'll go away. And I'm like, okay, see ya. This Saturday I have the interview with Audrey. I think it's Audrey. I'm sorry, Aubrey. I don't know. I have to look at my cell phone for her name because every time I say her name, I'm like, oh crap, did I get it right? I think it's Audrey. But yeah, the Saturday is my interview with her. I'm going to record it through Zoom and then edit it and then post it. I wanted to do StreamYard because it's cheaper and I like StreamYard, but I had a issue happen, and so my check was kind of cut short and I couldn't afford it, which is no big deal. because I've got everything that I need. I'm still racking my brain of what to do to buy land and start binding and start building myself a tiny home, or not necessarily like a very tiny home as the major rave now. Something a tad bit bigger. I mean, not enormous. Probably just a little bit bigger than my apartment, and my apartment is small. It's 551 square feet, and I need more. I really need more. I was coming up the stairs after work, and I really struggle coming up the stairs because I feel it in my hips on the side of like pain. So I'm sitting here thinking, climbing the stairs, oh my gosh, I have to wait until November to get my apartment, and after that, surgery. And I'm just like, I hope I can make it, because it's not only painful, but it's very difficult. My toes will often hit a step going up, and I'm afraid I'm going to fall. And that's because I cannot raise my leg because I have no strength, kind of. It's like I really have to concentrate on lifting my leg up, It's a pain in the butt. When I got out of my car, I saw a U-Haul down the way, and I'm like, man, I wish that was me. Except when it's time for me to move, I won't have a U-Haul because, well, I don't know, because it depends on how far down the drive a new apartment will be. So I think that's all I have for now. I know this one is short, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I love you guys tremendously, and I'm going to send you love, light, and peace. Bye.